Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg and I am going to go over a highly requested coin called Litecoin by the followers of this channel. Kind of surprised how much it's requested. They really want to know if they can make money with this coin, and you can. Good thing about Litecoin is you can ride with it when it's going up or when it's going down. And the last wave that Litecoin did, it blasted up pretty good. So there's some potential there definitely if you can you have to time it exactly right, but if you just jump in at the somewhat the right times, yeah, you probably could do that I want to say pretty easy. Just have a little bit of patience with this coin. Here's the deal with the coin. Oh, and by the way, drop a like, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Be greatly appreciated. Here's the deal. Litecoin, it only have a couple 100,000 followers. I was kind of surprised to see this. It's not a well-loved coin. Probably because it's been going sideways for, let's see, since December of 2017. And now we're over here, July of 22, a long time, 4.5 years. Here's the deal. I'm going to go over this real quick with you. I'm going over the technicals, not the fundamentals. Want to research a coin. It's an older coin, been around for 10 years. And it is a kind of like offshoot of Bitcoin. Competitor Bitcoin transacts a little bit faster, but it's a traded coin with a lot of bots involved, in my opinion, kind of like Bitcoin. So it's making strange moves, in my opinion. Here's the deal. I'm going to go through this, try to break this down, keep it as simple with you guys. Okay, let's go through the correction real quick. This here, in my opinion, made a 5-wave move over here, and then it's making another 5-wave. So there's a 5-wave impulse over here. Okay. So it needs to have a partner, and it's in the process of being made over here. Now, if you take a look at this, can you see the similarities between this wave and this wave? Okay, it has a very deep correction on wave 2, very shallow correction on wave 4. Come down and make that impulse wave here. Similar over here. Even though this is a very long, drawn-out wave 2, I still think that this is come down for a 1, 2, and then make a shallow correction wave 4 over here to finish the correction in this area, in my opinion. Okay, so if you check this out though too, this is an impulse and this is an impulse, and you can verify that with the RSI down there. Highest peak on the RSI for a 3rd wave, and that's a 5th wave. So A, and then a 3-wave move, and up for a B. I checked the fibs on that. So the move that it made right there was a corrective move A, B, C. Okay, and the end result is going to be a nice flat for Litecoin, like so. Okay, I'm going to give you guys the targets that I have there in a second. Now, you may see some that are going to say this is very bullish as a 1, 2, and then another possibly 1, 2. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I think it's going to come to these areas and take that out and make a flat in this 4th wave correction right here. And here are the target areas. It's already hit in this for this leg 41. And I think it's going to just wander its way down to these areas of 37. I have a target of 28 and maybe as low as $20, $20 or $25. Okay, guys, on this coin, Litecoin. So the deal with this coin is, you can see if I come back out here to the weekly, right? I'm going to go over the basics of the whole structure with you, because that's just as important. When you look at these coins, you got to look at the weekly if you can, as a coin like this. Get the pattern that it's doing, and then get down into those corrections. You see the RSI down here, guys. It's coming down nice and deep. I think it'll come down a little bit more. That'll be really nice if it's down there and takes all of this out. Then it's going to be going on to a potentially a next wave run with Litecoin, breaking these highs of $377 and maybe going up to say $400, possibly even $500 on the next wave run with Litecoin. We will see. All right, so here's the deal. You see that I have a diagonal type move on here, a leading diagonal. Now there's a couple ways that you can look at this. I'm going to show you what I think it is and what other people may present what they think it is. But you see this wave run from here to here. This is a massive wave run that it did of 31,000%. So more than likely, this is some type of 3rd wave move and not a 1st wave. Highly doubt that that was a 1st wave. So here's the deal and the move that it's making, that in my opinion, what it's doing. you have to count this wave over here, okay? So counting it at 0, so bringing it down to these lower areas, a 1, 2, a 3, over here for a 4, and then blasting up onto a 5. And then you're gonna wanna make sure you're not on the long side if it gets up there, because it's going to correct this whole cycle, and there will be a significant, so this will be your 1, 2 significant crash all the way back down there for Litecoin. And to be straight with you guys, looking at a lot of these other coins, XRP, Litecoin, I can't think of any other coins, even Quant, I think, they're going to be completing a sequence. There's a pattern that I'm noticing. They're completing a sequence, and all of them are going to be coming around for a pretty significant drop after that. So that's why I think with Bitcoin, the crypto markets, even the traditional markets, that the crash is not now. The real crash is coming. The real stock market crash is coming. There's going to be another leg up, then there's going to be a crash, in my opinion. And one of the reasons I say that too is because of the dollar, the DXY. The DXY is going to peak out. It's going to come back down. Okay, it's going to start trending down, and that's going to take a year or two, and then the real crash will be coming, in my opinion. So here's an alternative count. If you don't want to follow Elliott wave rules, or you want to follow Elliott wave rules per se, then this is going to be what's going to be presented. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5. I don't think so, guys. That the reason why I'm going to say that, if you take a look at this overall structure with Litecoin, you can see from this peak, very high peak on the RSI. Okay. Now this is a third wave over here because it took that out. That's the other reason why I'm not going to say this wave. If this was a wave 1, it wouldn't have taken that out. Okay, but it did. It did. So it's a wave 3. And here's the other reason why I say that it's going to do one last fifth wave push. You take a look at this wave. This second wave correction is sharp and deep, very sharp and deep. And then you have a wave over here. I'll circle it for you guys. You see this wave right here, like that whole structure? That is a very shallow, more of a shallow and long time consuming correction, typical of a fourth wave correction, okay? So the move over here would be your flat type move, like so, okay? You're flat. And then over here was your sharp, deep correction. Up on an impulse, another correction here to make the fourth, and up on your fifth, like so, guys. So a target area is just, I would be looking at all-time highs to break all-time highs and go a little bit past all-time highs like that, guys, just like that, okay? Right past there. If you're down here and then it breaks all-time highs, not financial advice, you want to be looking at exiting a lot of your position, in my opinion. That's what I would be doing. Like I said, not financial advice. So I expect if you go here to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's in the process of whether you want to say it's making a fourth wave or it's in a 1-2. I think it's possibly in a 1-2. It could be making some sort of complex wave down there. Now this is dragging on for so long. We will see. But the ultimate destination, in my opinion, is somewhere down in the $16,000, maybe $15,000 area, which would be enough to drag Litecoin down to say 28, between 25 to 28, or maybe as low as $20 to finish its correction. And then at that point, you will have your trend line. Wherever that lands, you put your line right there, and then you have your trend line. Okay. Now the next on this trend line up here is just a guess. I gave the third wave a throw over because of the thrust, the explosiveness of this wave. And then the fifth wave will be a target of just past there and probably a few percentage points past there. So in my opinion, guys, you take a 1, 2, here's your 3, your 4, and then in that area. Could it go over $1,000? It could, and it could be quick. You have to realize too that with these diagonal moves, they can be impulses. With a leading diagonal, they can be impulses or they can be ABCs. What that means, it can be an ABC move, thrust out of there, or in this scenario, it can be an impulse like this, okay? And if it's an ABC move, commonly, well, for one thing, since this is an impulse, more likely this will be an impulse. But what I've seen commonly with ABC moves and these diagonal type moves, especially with these older altcoins, they have a serious explosive thrust on the A wave, they correct on the B, and another explosive thrust. It's just, they boom, down, boom, like so, guys, all right? Just to let you know that. Now, if you will play it on the safe side, and it could be difficult to do with a coin like this, because you can see right here, once Litecoin goes bullish, you can see it moves, boom, okay? A little bit of consolidation, and then once it starts moving, it moves out of there. You can see the history of it. This whole time, you haven't been really seeing serious explosive moves with Litecoin because it's been in a correction. Even though right here was pretty explosive move, this was still a correction. It's actually pretty impressive that it did this type of move in here. You know, so from there to there was, you know, 1,600%. Okay, and then you'd be looking at a move. Let's say it corrects to $29. You could be looking at a 5,000 to 6,000% move from here. Very, very explosive move to finish up that wave. Now, here's the other thing too, as you'll notice, more than likely, depending on this fifth wave thrust, you come down into your RSI, you have it down here, okay? This is the correction. This is the third wave. Probably gonna see something like this, okay? And come up, and then this is where you will have your divergence, giving you your sell signal, just like so, guys. So it'll be up there above that wave, but it'll be lower in the RSI. That'll be bearish divergence. So it'll be like this, guys. Let's say, for example, Litecoin makes a move like this, all the way up there. It's past all-time highs. It's lower in the RSI, making divergence. And I'd be telling you, definitely giving your signal to exit Litecoin, so you are not trapped in something like this, because quite a few people will be. That will be a more severe crash than this and this. But once it corrects it, then Litecoin will be going into a third wave, okay? And this could possibly be an explosive wave. Looking at down the road, long-term planning, it could be a very explosive wave for Litecoin. All right, guys, that's the end of my video for Litecoin. If you made it all the way to the end, do appreciate you. Drop that like, hit that subscribe button. Peace.